There is one major difference between the Christianity practiced by the disciples of Jesus Christ, the immediate disciples of Jesus Christ, and the spirituality, the Christianity we are practicing today. He said, silver and gold I don't have, but what I have I will give to you. And he actually gave him what he had. He said to him, in the name of Jesus Christ, arise and walk. Jesus was their wealth. The power of resurrection was their riches, their wealth. You remember that they left everything and followed Jesus. Peter said to Jesus Christ, see, we have left everything. What is our gain? But you can see their gain made manifest in their lives. He said, silver and gold we don't have, but we have something the world cannot give you. Arise and walk. St. Paul says that everything he had, he has counted as rubbish for the sake of Christ. That all what he desires now is to know him, to be part of his suffering and pain, to be part of his death, so that he may share in the power of the resurrection, so that he may share in his glory. That was his new wealth. Paul was an educated man, somebody that is popular too among his equals. But he counted everything as rubbish for the sake of the wealth that he has seen, Jesus. But the Christianity of today, our wealth is material things. We now have silver and gold. And that is the difference between the Christianity of yesteryears and the Christianity of today. And you cannot give what you don't have. They had Jesus Christ and they gave Jesus. And what we have is the wealth of the nations, material things. And that is what we give. And that is why the Christianity of today is empty of Jesus, empty of the power of resurrection, empty of the grace of God. And that is why many pastors, many so-called men of God are going in search of power. Simeon encountered St. Paul and saw the manifestation of the power of resurrection in St. Paul. He offered St. Paul some money and said, please, take this money and let me have some of this power. St. Paul said, to hell with your money. Do you think that money can buy what we are having? Jesus Christ himself said that you cannot serve two masters at the same time. You cannot serve God and serve money. You have to decide on where your wealth lies. If our wealth lies on silver and gold, our hearts will be there. If our wealth lies on the power of resurrection, on Jesus Christ, our heart will be there. The material things are what people use now, what churches use to judge the success of a ministry, the success of a church. We have beautiful structures today. We have people trooping into churches today, surely not in search of Jesus, but in search of food. And Jesus Christ himself, after feeding more than 5,000, was not happy with the people the next day. The next day, everybody gathered. Enormous crowd gathered to have food. But Jesus Christ was not happy with them. If it were ministers and pastors, men of God of today, they will be rejoicing that their ministry is moving to the permanent site. But Jesus was not happy. And Jesus remarked to the crowd, do not work for the bread that does not last. Work for the one that lasts eternally. For the pastors of today, for the men of God of today to remain relevant, they make sure they have enough money. All emphasis is on money. They make sure that they multiply collections. They make sure that they make promises upon promises of people. They create new millionaires from their fake promises. They create new millionaires. And not that those people are becoming millionaires, but because their monies are flowing into the hand of the pastor. And these days, pastors are rich, men of God are rich, shifting our wealth from Jesus Christ to material things. And some have become philanthropists. The only thing they have is silver and gold, and that is what they offer. And we do not have the real wealth, Jesus Christ.